DJ is here, by the way. He promised, I believe in an email a couple of weeks ago that he would wear a Hawaiian shirt. Is that it? Is that
a Hobie.
It's a what?
A Hobie.
Okay, well, it's close enough. Close enough. Mark Bugher is here. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
That's Bugher, so I must ask, with a name like Bugher, how many times when you go to a restaurant and they say, could you leave a last name, please, do you have to spell it?
Well, I don't try to spell it. I just tell them it's Booer, so I recognize it when they call it.
And I guess you have heard over, and I'm not, realize that I'm not making fun of your name. I'm just saying it's a name that we don't normally see.
Well, that's true, and I've heard probably every variation of it.
You've been called everything.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, you started in the water business, is that right?
Yes, actually, I started actually in 1970, right out of college with American Water in the Midwest. And spent 33 years in that industry.
And then retired?
Retired in 2004, yes.
And I can't tell you how many times in the last year I've had people on who have retired, and I always thought the term retirement meant lemonade and sitting on the front porch. But all of these people that retire tend to move on to other things. And, you must be excited about moving on to the line of work that you're in right now, huh? What's more fun, by the way, your water business or what you're doing now?
Well, what I'm doing now is a lot more fun. The water business was challenging, a tremendous amount of responsibility, and it's a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week job. And again, being a big utility, there's a lot of structure, a lot of bureaucracy. And what I'm doing now is just it's very entrepreneurial. I'm running a small business. And,
should point out the fact we haven't even said what you do now. Mark you're the president and CEO, is that right? Of the Huntington Chamber of Commerce.
Huntington Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Huntington Regional Chamber of Commerce. And your job is what?
Well, my job is the Chamber's job is to represent and advance the interest of businesses. And my job is to lead what is basically a volunteer effort. We have a small staff, but we work with a tremendous number of volunteers on a variety of things.
Now, one of the things I notice is your pictures in the paper every week.
You did notice that. Yeah. Well, yes, it is. We've been doing a segment that it's called the Business of the Week. The Herald Dispatch has been very gracious in allowing us to send them every week a featured chamber business, and we've been doing that. I've been doing it for almost 4 years now.
And do you realize that since you've been doing that Connoisseur Media, owner of Magic 97.9, has yet to be the Business of the Week?
Business of the Week.
So what's up with that?
Well,
I thought sure when you walked in today in your Hawaiian shirt, you'd have that big sign that said Business of the Week.
The big sign. Yeah. We try to feature small businesses, and there's certain things, certainly, media outlets and some others are kind of difficult to do because it's a very competitive environment, as I'm sure you know.
I'm not making your tongue tied or anything.
Oh, no, not at all. But no, because I've been asked before.
Is that right?
In fact, I have several people that every time they see me, they say, "When am I going to be Business of the Week?" And I say, "Probably never."
And I'm thinking you're getting a lot of at the restaurants and things like that. People want to buy you like a drink or something of that nature, right? Trying to get themselves in as the Business of the Week.
I don't really have that happen. Actually, we've done so many of them that we're at the point now where we have to search a little bit to find somebody new. In fact, What we're doing now is featuring more new members of the chamber, people that have just joined.
Hey, let me ask you, where were you? Because this will be the question when you get to work today. Where were you when you heard Michael Jackson died?
Sitting on my porch watching the evening news last night.
And were you shocked?
I was a little surprised, yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
A fan?
Not a big fan, but, Michael Jackson was a fellow Hoosier, so I do have an affinity for him. But, who isn't a Michael Jackson fan at some point in their life?
What you're telling me then, if we picked up Mark's iPod, we wouldn't find a lot of Michael Jackson, probably.
I don't think you'd find any.
And never would we have seen you do the moonwalk at a New Year's party or anything.
Hopefully nobody's seen me do it.
Mark Bugher is here from the Huntington Regional Chamber of Commerce. He's your president, and we're back in a moment on Magic 97.9.